This conference will now be recorded.
Okay. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Imran. I'm really sorry for that. Okay, so this is the next concept we are trying to deal with, the dynamic credit check concept over here. Okay. Now, when we try to talk about this dynamic credit check, like what all things will be taken into consideration, like system is going to be taking into consideration open order values, plus open delivery document values, plus open billing, plus open items, minus how much credit limit we have maintained up over here, minus how much credit limit we have assigned it. So these parameters are going to be taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check when you're trying to work out with this particular concept over here. Okay, so here this is going to be similar to your static credit check. Whatever the steps we have discussed in starting, the same thing is going to be used in our dynamic credit check as well. Now, the only field which is getting added up over here is going to be a horizon period. So we need to know what this horizon period is all about and how it's going to be working. So in case if you want to maintain any kind of grace period, then we try to maintain this horizon period. Now, first thing, let me try to show you where we are activated, and based on that, we work it out. Okay, now if you basically get into OVA8 transaction code, so there's a place where we are going to be defining it. Now here, select our credit control area, which is going to be SSCC. Now if you select this one, high risk, and if you get into details, so we maintain this particular setting. Okay, we maintain all this particular setting. And here, this is what we need to work out. Now, instead of static credit check, we are trying to work out with dynamic credit check. And we need to tell the system what type of messages need to be getting displayed. So here I'm trying to maintain it by rule D. Same thing. I need to get an error message if credit limit has been exceeded. That's what I'm trying to maintain it. I want to get an error message plus how much credit limit has been exceeded. I'm maintaining this particular setting over here. And there is a field by the name horizon. So what you mean by this particular field? So if you click on F1, we get a help message. And what you mean by this? I'm just trying to copy this one. It's going to be in small. I'm just trying to maintain it over here. This is one of the example of this horizon period functionality. So if you try to specify a horizon period of 4 months, for the purpose of evaluating credit, system will be ignoring all open orders which are due for delivery after horizon period. Okay, this is what it has been mentioned now. If you specify a horizon period of 4 months for the purpose of evaluating credit, system ignores all open orders which are due for delivery after 4 months. That means for any order, if delivery is beyond 4 months, okay, if your delivery is getting confirmed after 4 months, that document value will be not taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Okay, for evaluating the credit check, that document value will be not taken into consideration over here for the purpose of evaluating credit limit. So if you specify a horizon of 4 months for the purpose of evaluating credit, system ignores all open orders document values which are due for delivery after 4 months. After horizon period, if there are any orders which are due for delivery, that document values will be not taken into consideration over here. That document values will be not taken into consideration over here for the purpose of evaluating credit check. For the purpose of evaluating credit check over here. So this is what we need to know. Our system is going to be doing this particular functionality. Any open orders which are due for delivery after horizon period, that value will be not taken into consideration. That document value will be not taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Now I'm just trying to work with that particular step over here. Now here, what I do first thing, it has been maintained in what? It has been maintained in T. What this T stands for? Days. Okay. So first thing, let me try to change this one from T to months. Okay, here I'm just trying to change it to months. Save this one. Okay, now if you just come back, just try to refresh this one, OVA8, SSCC, this is the one. And if you get into this one, now it's getting displayed as M. So I'm just trying to work with dynamic credit check. I'm trying to maintain a horizon of 1 month. Okay, any open orders for which delivery is after 1 month, that document values will be not taken into consideration for evaluating the credit limit of the customer. That is the setting what we are trying to maintain with this particular horizon. So maintain it and save it. Okay, I'm just trying to create a new customer. I can't use an existing customer. So I'm just trying to create a new customer because for existing customer already we maintain it. So company code, sales org, distribution channel, and division image. By Sam. Just trying to create one customer over here quickly. On the company code data, reconciliation account, and the sales area data, we require this particular field, customer pricing procedure as one. Billing tab. Output taxes one. And then the partner function. Everything is there. Now save it. Now for this customer record, we need to maintain credit limit. So if you get into FD32 transaction code, so SACC, activate all these checkboxes. Now here, okay, first thing what I need to do, I forgot to do one step. OVA8. In OVA8, activate it. If you get into details, here, maintain this one. This need to be there. Okay, this should be maintained. Then only it works out. Now save it. Now check out. Now get into FD32. Now in 4 lakhs is what I'm trying to maintain as a limit over here. Here also maintain 4 lakhs and risk category is 01 and try to save it. Try to save it. Okay, now credit limit for this particular customer has been maintained up. Now, once again, if you click on enter over here, now you can see a horizon period has been displayed up. This is what we need to check out. The horizon period need to be getting displayed up over here. So up until that particular date, we're not going to be accepting any orders. Like if you're any order for which delivery is after 22nd, that value will be not taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Okay, for any order, if your delivery is after 22nd, that document value will be not taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Before 22nd, those document values will be taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Okay, so check this one, which is there or not. Rest of the parameters are there. Now try to save it. Now work it out. Now if you go for working with this, now try to create an order BS01. So use our document type by AOR. So maintain our sold party. Now I'm trying to pick up HDTV around 5 quantity over here. Now first thing, get into item data, conditions tab. Now check the value. So total value is coming around 2,53,000. We maintain a credit limit of how much? 4 lakhs. So out of which 2,53,000 has been utilized. And delivery is before that. Delivery date is before that limit what we have maintained. So this value will be taken into consideration. This value will be taken into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Now see, so check all this one and save this order. Now once this order has been created, now if you get into FD32 transaction code, if you get into FD32 transaction code, you can see this value has been taken into consideration. This value has been taken into consideration over here. Okay, this is what we have done till now. So because our delivery dates is before the horizon period, so we are telling the system to take all the document values into consideration for evaluating the credit check. Now, in case if your delivery date is after that horizon period, that value will be not taken into consideration at all. Now see, so if you are trying to work with this after 22nd, now see, so try to create an order. Now here I'm trying to maintain it. So here I'm trying to maintain it as second month. Now check this one. Okay, product quantity. Now we are able to save this one because system will be not taking into consideration this document value at all. Now try to save it. Order has been created because delivery is after the horizon period. Now once again, if you get into FD32 transaction code, your credit value remains the same. If you get into FD32, Get into details. Now you can see the credit limit has been not changed over here. It's the same. It's the same. For any order, if your delivery date is after the horizon period, that value will be not taken into consideration over here. If your delivery date is before the horizon period, then that value will be taken into consideration. That's what this horizon period functionality is all about. So this is what we are trying to maintain. This is what we are trying to maintain it over here. How this horizon period is going to be working. Okay, so these are going to be the two types of mandatory credit check which we need to know. One is a static credit check, and second one is a dynamic credit check. One is a static credit check, and second one is a dynamic credit check over here. Okay, now in case if you want to offer credit check based on document value, we can also do that over here. Based on document value, it can be calculated. No need to work with any of these two texts. You can maintain document value, what type of messages need to be getting displayed. And here I'm trying to maintain, let's say 1 lakh. If document value is exceeding more than 1 lakh, then system is going to be throwing us an error message. I'm maintaining that information over here. If document value exceeds more than 1 lakh, I want system should throw an error message and order should be not saved up. Now, if you save this one, now check it out. Now go for creating an order. Now product quantity. Now you can see we got straight away an message. Maximum document value has been exceeded. So we are getting this particular message over here. We are getting this particular message over here. Okay, so because document value has been exceeded by 1 lakh, so system will be not taking into consideration that amount. And these things are not required because we don't use these parameters anywhere to work out. We just need to know the first 3 steps, how it works out: static, dynamic, and based on document value, how it need to be offered up as well. And yeah, this is what you need to know in this credit management concept. Okay. So in tomorrow's class, I try to start working with the rebate configuration. So this is done. We need to start working out with our rebates, how to offer rebates to the customer based on the material cashbacks. We try to discuss that one. Okay, thank you guys.